Hey, good morning everybody, and welcome to the vlog. I hope the start of your day is incredible. I'm gonna actually feed my little anaconda Verdi to start my day. Hey girl, you wanna eat? You wanna eat, girl? Come on baby. Let's go. Ah, there she is. Woo, doggy. I tell you, that is a great way to start the day. And it is interesting that, you know, there is a big difference between Verdi and Ivy. And you gotta remember, Verdi is coming up on her second birthday. So, I mean, she's literally like maybe 30 inches at 2 years. Well, the thing is that a lot of snakes do the majority of their growth the first 2 years of their life. Take for instance my girl Perdita here. What a beautiful snake, as always. Believe it or not, Verdi and Perdita were born the exact same week. There's a pretty big difference. I mean, Perdita is closing in on 10 foot and Verdi is only 30 inches. It's really interesting. Anacondas just, they kind of break the mold of everything, you know. So the first couple years, they really don't grow much. As a matter of fact, if you remember, Ivy, when we got her, she was only about 6 foot long.
No! Oh, Eric! No.
Help you? Should I help him?
Yes,
No,
you
he's
should.
fine.
No!
Okay,
You
I'll
should
help
help
Eric,
me!
did you get your work done?
No, Eric, help!
Oh, yeah,
no,
that's right.
Eric, help me!
And within a year, Ivy went from 6 foot to almost 10 foot in length. So my point is that typically anacondas, until they get about 6 or 7 foot, they don't really have rapid growth. But once they hit that size and they actually start eating those huge meals like they're known for in the wild, that's when they start putting on all of that size and that weight, right? Now again, Ivy is 9.5 foot long and about 60 pounds. I would expect in the next year, she's probably gonna go up to 12, maybe even 13 foot, and she's probably gonna be over 100, maybe even 120 pounds within the next year. Now Verdi, on the other hand, in the next 2 years might only grow to 4 or 5 foot. So a very different growth rate, and that's again why anacondas are so unusual, and I'm absolutely so fascinated by them. Guess what time it is, guys? Klubered egg collection time. That's right. I feel almost like that Blue's Clues guy. It's Klubered egg time. It's Klubered egg time. I do get excited about this, and this is a beautiful animal here. I love this snake so much. Last year she gave us some beautiful babies. I'll show you them in a second here, to be honest with you. But she is a pink-eyed leucistic Texas rat. Don't bite me. Don't bite me. Don't be silly. So basically she's a leucistic Texas rat, but she has pink eyes. So really like an albino leucistic Texas rat snake. And I've told this story before. I think what's really interesting is the fact that the pink eyes popped up in the leucistics years before there were albinos. So the first albino was just a random pop out of leucistics. So for years they were breeding leucistic, black-eyed leucistics, and out of nowhere pink eyes popped out. And now of course we're able to reproduce them, and again a beautiful clutch of eggs. Looks like we've got one little slugger here, but other than that it looks amazing. Oh, 2 little sluggers here. Let's just go ahead and pull the rest of these eggs out. We've got these ones right here looking good. These 2 are stuck together, so they're looking good. And got these 3 over here. Got a couple loose ones that I definitely will candle, and I'll probably candle this whole clutch, to be honest with you. Rat snakes are kind of notorious for rolling their eggs around, so I just want to candle them to make sure. But nevertheless, really good. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 good eggs and 2 slugs. That's not bad. That's pretty cool. And she was actually bred to a snow Texas rat snakes. Same breeding that I had last year. Let me show you those babies. So this is one of her babies from last year, and it really blew me away, to be honest with you. I knew we were breeding a snow to a pink-eyed, so I thought there was a chance we could produce albinos that would be het for both aneurystic and leucistic. But out of nowhere, they popped out snow, meaning that the leucistics are obviously got the same genetics for lack of red pigment as well, which makes sense in one way, but we've seen that sometimes the alleles don't line up. So interestingly enough, we produce all snows that were het for leucistic. Pretty cool. So one day we'll just figure this whole gene thing out with them, but I think it's pretty cool. Let's get back to pulling clutches. Next up is actually this Pueblan milk snake. It's actually already out of the box over here. This is actually a really pretty female too. You know, not all of them are that good as far as the lack of tipping is basically what it is where the black actually goes into the red. But ironically enough, this is bred to an Oreo Pueblan that has a lot more white and a little bit more tipping too. So basically what you want to do with an Oreo Pueblan is much like the Halloween Pueblan, you want to breed the red out. So it's weird that we have a really pretty female that's going to a relatively what we consider kind of such an ugly animal that it makes it unique, if that makes any sense. Oh, not exactly the best clutch here, that's for sure. She only laid 3 good eggs, and it looks like we've got a couple slugs. So I'm just going to take these slugs off right here, this one right here. But these 3 eggs look like they're really good. So 3 eggs, 2 slugs. Typically, Pueblans don't lay a ton of eggs, but 3 eggs isn't exactly great, but that's the way it's going to go. We actually have a couple more females that are still laying, so we'll pull them a little later in the day. Let's just go ahead and jump into some other work. No ball python clutches today. It's kind of a bummer when you don't get clutches because every day you expect them, but the truth is about 2 or 3 days from now, you start to really start getting an influx of females that are 30 days after shed, which is typically when they lay, and then it really pretty much will stay consistent for the best part of 2 months, so expect a lot of ball python clutches almost every day in the vlog. I hope you guys don't mind that, but as for today, no clutches. Tell you what, my girl Ivy is on the hunt big time all morning long. She's been in the water, out of the water, coming around, so I definitely need to get her some food, but I've been trying to find a specific thing that I want to try to feed her, something, you know, continue to vary up her diet, things that she would eat in the wild, right? So hopefully by tomorrow I can find that food item. If I can't, then I'm just going to go ahead and thaw a little pig or a rabbit or something else out, but what an amazing animal. And the thing that's so crazy about her, again, is that if I come over, she comes out of the water like coming towards me, almost like she's like, come on, I know you need to feed me. And you have to remember, it was just, what, 10 or 12 days ago she ate a 15-pound pig. It's not like she's starving. Take a look at this. This is actually an Abbott's okeetee het for scaleless, and she's got a nice clutch of eggs. And take a look at the male she's bred to. This is a scaleless Abbott's okeetee right here. That is a ripper. Oh my gosh, and it looks like there's a beautiful clutch of eggs. So let's go ahead and take this down really quick, see what's going on. Good job, Mom. Oh my gosh, that is a beautiful clutch of eggs. She looks absolutely incredible. Of course, we'll always get her cleaned up and ready to go, get some water with her and stuff like that. Let's just see what she has here. Wow, look at that clutch right there. You can see some dimpling and stuff like that. And what I'll basically do is I'll just go ahead and put a little bit of damp moss on the top of this just to kind of puff these eggs out a little bit. But wow, that's a big clutch. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16, 18, 20, 21 eggs. 21 eggs. Again, half of them are going to be Abbott's okeetee scaleless. The other ones will be Abbott's okeetee's het for scaleless. Wow, that's awesome. Just take a look at my little frillies here. These guys are getting so big. And the thing that's funny about these guys is that once they're out, they never want to go back in their cage. A lot of times I'll just put my hand here and all of them will just run out on my hand. Kind of surprised they're not doing it right now, but look at how big they're getting. Of course, this is the first clutch that Lilith and Nova had. And this is actually Big Mac here, the big boy right here that we're raising up. And these guys are just so social and so habituated. I can't wait till we produce some more babies so we can continue to do this, because when we do produce them and start getting them this chill, they're going to be such good pets when we can actually start getting them to other people and not keeping them all like we did last year. But definitely amazing animals and doing so well. Definitely haven't been showing tarantulas that much love since we've been closed. I guess it's just the fact that when we're not open, we keep the lights out because tarantulas prefer it to be a little bit more dark, and so you don't see them as much. Not to mention when I'm doing my virtual tours, which have been fun, by the way, so if you guys are interested in a virtual tour, link in the description. But the fact is, for some weird reason, when I get into this area, it's really dead and I always drop the call, so I stay away from the tarantulas. But the one thing I want to do when we open up, and I've been talking about this for a long time, it's definitely one of these enclosures I'm going to switch out to hissing cockroaches. I just think it'd be cool because, again, we have tarantulas you can hold, we have scorpions you can hold, and to be able to hold roaches would be pretty dope, and hissing cockroaches are some of the cooler animals, so that's one of the things that I'm definitely going to switch out. Lori's not going to be happy, but I'm going to do it because I just think they'd be pretty cool. Remember a week or so ago we actually got these little alligator teeth from salt and pepper. Well, you can see there's 1 or 2 more in here right now. There's one right there, and there's one right there. There's some white flecks. Those aren't teeth right there. These are actually bone matter. And like I mentioned, you know, these guys will shed their teeth. So I'm gonna go in and see if I can't get these guys out, because again, we're talking about maybe making, you know, some jewelry pieces from their teeth, which I think will be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I think that's it. I can't tell though.
Pepper, get out of here. And salt now.
Now salt. Get out of here. Well, I'm soaking wet now, but I did get one little tooth right here on my hand right there. Nice little tooth right there. Oh my gosh, that's a trip. There's so many little white things in here. That's the problem, is that it's hard to figure out which one's the actual tooth, and then salt and pepper kept on coming up to me and bumping into me and stuff like that. Salt I'm not worried about, but pepper on the other hand, holy moly. I was expecting to lose a finger or something like that. So I think I might have got at least the one. I'm not sure if there's another one or not. We'll keep looking. Interestingly enough, we actually have another python clutch, but this one happens to be a spotted python. And what's weird is I see Mama chilling here without the egg. I see a little slugger over there, so I want to see, oh, here the eggs are right here. This is unusual. Number one, not a very good clutch. Number two, unusual that she would just lay her clutch and leave them. Pythons always wrap around them, and children's and spotteds are typically really good about being maternal with them. So that is really bizarre. So we have 3 good eggs only, and it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, and it's okay, Mama, and a 4 slug. So not a very good clutch at all, and a very weird type of action for a female spotted python. Something I don't think I've ever seen that before, where they've laid their eggs and just kind of went away from them. Good thing that I actually saw them, because a lot of times I'll just check to see if a female is wrapped around a clutch of eggs. I just saw a little bit of white when I looked, and I thought, oh, there's a clutch of eggs. But regardless, still, hey, 3 good eggs, 4 slugs, not the best, but we still have a bunch more spotted still to lay for the year. Just slowly trying to wrap my mind around how I'm going to build this cage out for these basilisks as they get older. Again, it'll probably be 6 months before I'll even think about putting them in here, but I want to start to build this enclosure out, get plants, you know, again, we'll do AVG, bioactive soil, we'll do live plants in here. So we want to start getting it to grow out so it'll look really cool, so that when we do move them in, but one of the things is, you know, obviously I need more vines and stuff like that. And I'm just bringing this up here. This is one of the universal rocks vines that you can get. And by the way, I've been telling you guys, if you want universal rocks like backdrops, water bowls, stuff like that, you can go to universalrocks.com, use the promo code REPTARIUM, all caps, and you get 10% off. And these vines are incredible. So I'm just kind of playing around with the idea of like, how would I want to do this? I mean, do I want to cut? You can cut them down, you can bend them, you can do all kinds of stuff. I'm not sure yet what it is, but I want to have at least 1 or 2 nice vines that go up like this, maybe something. I don't even know. I might have to cut this down just a little bit more, because I think this might be a little bit too long. But you can bend these things and they stay wherever you want. You know, and maybe I'll attach it like to here and over here, just some more climbing areas. And then I figure I'll have like plants here. I can have plants that are growing down here, ferns, all kinds of stuff. So bromeliads, make this just look incredible. Just the very beginning of like the thought process of how I'm gonna do this. And then maybe over the next week or so, we'll actually get this thing planted out and start the growth for this. And again, as those basilisks grow, they can come in here. It's gonna be an amazing habitat. Got a couple things to unbox over at the P.O. box really quickly. Let's see, this is an Amazon Prime box. You didn't order anything, did you?
Oh, I always ordered things, but I don't think this is something
Let's see what we have. Okay, is there a note in here? Let me see really quick. No note. So I don't know who sent this. First off, we have this. What's this? Oh, this is cool. Check this out.
Yeah, that's for you.
Oh, it's a sloth lanyard. I'm down. This is it. This is what I'm going to put my keys on for the Reptarium. So thank you, whoever sent that. And then oh, this one must be for you. Look at this. It says fragile, do not drop.
So don't touch it.
No.
You break everything.
I know. Here, let me help you out.
You don't have to cut. Oh my goodness.
Look at this.
What does this say?
Oh, buzzed?
Buzzed.
Infoxicated?
Sloth. I like
use
sloth.
That one. That was a good one. And then skunked. These are cool. Thank
These
you
are
so
really
much.
cool.
Oh my gosh. Well, whoever sent that,
Perfect.
I'm sorry you didn't send a note, but Thank you. That was awesome. Perfect for me and perfect for you. And I've got a sloth one. We have something else here. You know what this reminds me of? Is like an old VHS tape.
That is exactly what I think of. The old Blockbuster
gosh,
days. You
I
just stabbed your stomach.
Yeah, I did. I did stab.
Don't send any more knives. He clearly can't handle them.
I just get excited. I can't help it. Okay, we got a bunch of this.
Well, that's exciting.
Oh my God!
shut
What
the
are the
hell up.
what are the chances? But this looks like I think this looks like maybe homemade. Hope you're having an awesome day. Wanted to say thank you for your videos. My daughter and I enjoy having father and daughter watching your video time. Thank you so much. My wife says I have too many knives, so I figured what better person to appreciate a knife than you. Thank you so much. This is from Caleb and Caitlin. So thank you so much for the knife. It's absolutely wonderful. I mean, I think it's super cool. And what do you think? Verdi will certainly grow up just like Ivy, and Ivy will even get bigger because that's the way things work. And as a matter of fact, if you like the big snake stuff, here's a playlist right over here of just giant snakes that I mess with. Up here, you can actually pay some love to my podcast called Checking In. If you don't mind, subscribe over here to this vlog channel. Turn the post notification on. Thank you so much for your support. Have a wonderful day. Remember, be kind to someone, and I promise I'll see you tomorrow.